let's do 3, 3, and 3. I've done that in a while. For those who do not know what that is, it is 3 days ago, 3 hours ago, 3 months ago, and then current 3 days, give or take 3 days out, or 3 days. I already started. Let's see. Hold on. I'm trying to grab my thing. Hold on. And 3 months out, 3 weeks out, 3 hours out. I try to do 3, 3, 3 in weeks, except for the middle one, but sometimes it doesn't roll like that, even though I want it to. So let's start with what we got. Let me get this off the table. Kind of want you more over here. Okay. I hate touching that thing in the beginning. So it does need to go over a little bit more, but I will deal with that afterwards. I'm just going to rock the same things I did the other day. Rock the boat, baby. All right. I do think you need to go up a little higher with this 3, 3, 3, but if I go any higher, see, I need width on my board. All right, I'll try going up 1 and see if it works. Okay. I do have a little bit of a glare, but maybe I can turn on the overhead. Because now you guys have a little more width. I just heard girth. So again, I don't know if that's sexual energies that are just trying to get out there. All right. Good morning. Good morning. All right. So let me see. Because I want to do... Three, 3, and 3. So the first 3, right, is last 3 months or last 3 weeks or last 3 days or hours. Okay. However you look at it, it's past. Okay. It's a minute ago. And then our second 3, okay, is what I want is current. But I'd say 3 days before now and or 3 days after. All right, and then the third 3 is next 3 weeks. For some, next 3 months, because you never know, right, guys? So, there we go. I'll put that. You won't be able to see that. Oh, that glare is still there. All that darkness is not going to work for me. So let me see if I can finagle something for you. Or try to make it darker like I did yesterday. That's lighter. All right. That is kind of dark for you guys, but we'll see how it pans out. Okay. Only 4 a.m. I've been getting about like 3 or 4, thank goodness. But you know what peanut butter did today? Because it's been waking me up for 3 days. He pecked at the bowl today. And I was like, oh, hell no, we're taking that bowl out. Which is not a big deal. Because if you ask me, if a bird's up, it's time to wake up. A bird's life over here, you know. So read starts at, let's just do 10 so I can shuffle the deck. But what I wanted to do with this was three, and 3. Let me turn that beauty. Okay. You can all see that? Kind of, sort of. Oh, man. Kind of, sort of. Oopsie. All right. Hopefully you guys can see that. Probably make it a little easier. Can you see that? Can you see what I see? Okay, perfect. There you guys go. Let me take a sip of coffee. All right, let me shuffle the cards. Take that off. I'm crazy, crazy for you. Do, 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 do. Okay. I just want to give a quick little cleansing. Good morning, guys. Good morning. Let's cleanse the energy. Let's clear the board. Station's something, but it's not like the ground control, the Major Tom. That's still going, guys. Really surprised. Alright, where's my feather? Just want to cleanse under the table. Oh, I just got pulled to under the glass again, but I don't have intentions on that right now. Computer. Awesome. All right. Okay. Now let me make sure the right volume is on, and then we can begin. Hello, hello, hello. Hello, hello. Hello. What is... Hello? Hello, hello, hello. Okay. You're only getting one bar, though. But if I'm closer, you're getting a lot more. Oh, motherfucker. I don't want to move it. All right. Maybe don't want to move it. You got to move it, move it. All right. I left this a little darker for you guys, just so you can see the cards a little better. So, three, and 3. Okay, for those who have not, I feel like it's like a game, but it's not. Let me take this pillow underneath my back. 3, and 3. Okay, and I wrote it right here for the newbies. I haven't done one in probably about 2 months, but this would be the last 3 months, or the last 3 weeks, or the last 3 days, or the last 3 hours, or 3 minutes ago. Okay. The second 3 is current. It's either 3 days before, 3 days after, but I like to make it just, current. And then the third 3 is the next 3 weeks, and for some, it's the next 3 months. I try to make it for the next 3 weeks, but everybody's timeline is altered a little bit, but not too much when it comes to this channel, because we're pretty much aligned. So we work with the planets, we work with energy. So let's get 3, and 3 for March. We have, let me just get them all out. 3, and 3, please. Three and 3, 3 weeks ago, 3 months ago. Some of you could be 3 years ago, depending on what type of energy is in your life. Let's do current energy for 3, 3s, please. Current energy for 3, 3s. And 3 weeks from now, please. 3 weeks, or some 3 months, 3 weeks from now. Three months ago, 3 weeks ago, or the last 3 days, the past. Your past was 10 seconds ago, okay? Current for 3, 3, current for 3, 3, please. Let me see if one more wants to come out. Current for 3, 3, please. And next 3 weeks, for 333, next 3 weeks. Last 3 months, last 3 weeks, or last 3 days, or last 3 hours. Current. The current for 333, please. Next 3 weeks, for some the next 3 months, but I always try to do next 3 weeks. I do like that there's forward movement there. Three and 3. Last 3 weeks, last 3 months, last 3 days, last 3 hours. Current for 333. Current energy 3 days before, now, or 3 days after, and next 3 weeks, next 3 weeks. Some next 3 months. One more, please. Next 3 weeks. Now I'm going to lay out the spread and then time stamp it again. All right. So we have getting to know each other, honesty, and Eben's mystery, reading between the lines, and intuition. You could be in class. So we have the 6 of Swords, 3 of Pentacles, 10 of Cups, 4 of Wands. You guys can't see down here, can you? I'll move it down a tiny bit. 9 of Cups, the Lovers, 10 of Cups, 2 of Cups, 2 of Pentacles. Let that settle so you guys can see a little bit more. But now you're not going to really see the paper. That's okay though. All right. Current energy. Let go of control issues. Make an effort. You have the Death card and the Galactic Federation with the Pleiadians. So this is a big deal. With the Galactic Energy, collaboration, meetings, community, Pleiadians, unconditional love, excitement, laughter, death. I'm really learning from my past mistakes. I am learning that endings are merely new beginnings. We have the Ace of Cups, the World, Justice, 8 of Cups, Knight of Wands, Queen of Wands. Could be somebody younger than you. That could be just immaturity here. That kind of with that, especially with that 8 of Cups, has been really coming in. I do like that Justice is there. So let's look at the next 3 weeks. New love, reconciliation. Someone feels like they failed at something. We have forgiveness, and we have the Lovers. So we pretty much have the Lovers twice again. And And we have the Chariot, Two of Wands, the Seven of Wands, Knight of Swords, Page of Swords. All right, where's my crystal? Holy static. All right. Good morning, everyone. Good morning. As long as it isn't 33 years ago. I know, no shit, right? I mean, it could be for some of you, but we're not going there. It is your past, though. It could be 300 years ago. Because in all reality, I almost grabbed the past life deck. So, I think I'm actually going to grab it. Now that you said it. Because I have been feeling a past life, especially the Two of Cups, the Lovers. That's definitely a past life when they're out on the same board at the same time. Especially, you have the Ten of Cups here. You have the Ten of Cups here. No, you don't. You have the Ten of Cups. What else? Didn't you have it twice? Ten of Cups. Ten of Cups. Ten of Cups. Oh, it's in the same reading. Oh, and the Four of Wands with the Lovers. Some people would say that's definitely a past life lover. Let me turn this light up one notch. Oh, I think I put the flashlight on. You guys okay with that? Yeah, this should be interesting, that's for sure. Which means I need my past life deck to clarify energies, but keep it current too. All right, past life for the last 3 months, or the last 3 weeks, or the last 3 years. You got love life, current energy for 333. Current energy for 333. And it's still going to regard, past life. And next 3 weeks, or for some, next 3 months. But I read it as next 3 weeks, guys. I want to, at least. But sometimes I can see it's different. And you got finances. I like that energy. I just have to find. I'm here in Porta de. I mean, this is a Mexican deck. What? Santa Mote. You're way too beautiful, girl. You got me suicidal when you say it's over. Started at the back. All right. All the cards are now on the board. 2930. All cards. Okay. Now, we are going to look at the last 3 months, the last 3 years, the last 3 weeks, 33 years ago, 300 years ago, because I'm bringing the past life into the current energy, okay? Where's my crystal? I just got to get it. Thank you. The Day of the Dead? Yeah. Day of the Dead. Day of the Dead. So, before I even clarify, let's charge that with certain energy. I'm actually going to use this crystal to charge this deck. Why we look at it. I really like that layout. Look how pretty this one is. Yeah, I have Day of the Dead oracles too, but next time. All right, so let's just read within the last 3 weeks or 3 months. Lots of family stuff going on too. So, but this actually looks really positive. I also just heard within the next 3 weeks. So something's coming back around. It could be a past lover, could be a new lover. Honesty. I can't always expect the truth from others, but I can expect it from myself. Getting to know each other as you reveal your innermost selves to each other, the bond deepens. And you have mystery, and then you have reading between the lines. And intuition. Are you waking up all the birds, Butter? Where are they, right? And then 2 different decks. You have the 10 of Cups twice, the 4 of Wands. Holy shit, guys. The 2 of Cups and the Lovers all in one deck. And the 9 of Cups. Like, if this isn't fate, I don't know what it is. Doesn't mean it's meant to last. Doesn't mean we all choose our own fate, right? So I should say this is clearly destiny. Clearly Akashic Records. Clearly part of this ascension. On the 28th, I think all planets lined up again. They won't do it again until I think like 2044. I'm getting pulled to the planets. So this is perfectly aligned. So this looks good. It could feel like past love. This could be dreams that you're having. This is definitely a past life soulmate, guys. It could be a karmic soulmate. Everyone thinks a twin is like, wee, and it's like, oh, hell no. And they don't even exist on 4D. Okay, guys, we're talking a whole nother level on like the 9th, 10th, 11th dimension. All right, we're not, you can't make that shit up. But somebody did. So if you guys are interested in twin flames, then you should really go to my other channel, Darla's Method, and I have a video on explaining twin flames. Okay. I can't drag you into that loop. You don't belong there. None of us do, but it does happen because, you know, readers will say it's even for learning, and I get it, but there's still read on it, right? So I just heard it's antagonizing and it's irresponsible. I don't know why people are trying to like make other people feel better. Like, oh, you know, they're looking at you, you guys are making love in the, you know, different dimension. It's like, who fucking cares? It's not here, right? So who fucking cares if where, you know, these energies lie between you and a twin? Because it doesn't exist in the 4D, okay? I'm going to start using the 4D because it's time to start using the 4D, even though we're not completely in it yet. But we're more than halfway. We're more than 3/4 of the way. So officially we're in 4D. Light workers, things like that, we've already been working with different dimensions anyway. So 4D is going to be a big transition for everybody. And that's part of the ascension. When I say ascension, if people don't quite know what I'm referring to, I feel like we definitely have some newbies watching. What's the other channel's name I didn't know about? Dallas Method. I think I did it on I just realized I had 5 channels, guys. I have Peanut Butters, I have Dallas Method, Prophecy of a Modern Day Citrus, A Mystical Moment, and then The Quality of Life. Like what? I want to say it's the Mystical Moments though. I want to say it's this one. I want to say it's Dallas. Yep. In July 2024, I did a reading, Twin Flame, Higher Frequencies, Misconceptions. Okay. So you can find that at Dallas Method. This is the channel that will be an app. And then we have Prophecies of Your Modern Day Citrus. It will look like this. And then I have Peanut Butter's new channel. That is going to take a little time, but I am definitely getting there. The other one's Quality of Life. Haven't been on that one yet. So, yeah, I'll leave it at that for now. I know a lot of people say that what I need to do is go into the original header. Off. Are you going to make me get the squirt bottle? Off. It's ready to go. I didn't just squirt them, if you're asking. I'm just going to start using one word and it's going to be off. I almost feel like bugs to the off. So, yeah, those are my channels. I just have to go into the original header. There's a lot of things I need to update. So, all right. How'd that happen? That's weird. So again, yeah, let's get off the twin flame kick, but that's what they would say. So to me, this is an amazingly strong connection. If this is not here for you yet, it has to be soon. I would say definitely within like 3 days, because it wouldn't make sense to show up unless it was, again, 3 months ago, 3 years ago, 33 years ago, 300 years ago. But this is supposed to mesh with the current 333. So preferably 3 weeks ago. I would say 3 months ago max, this energy would have been feeling like this. Some of you, if depending on if you already have somebody or you don't, you're committed or you're not, this could go, 3 years ago. I also brought in a past life deck, okay, and it's in regards to your love life, and it is. So something here is destined. Again, we all choose our own fate, so it doesn't mean that it's meant to be. Well, it does mean that it's meant to be, it's meant to go down, but it doesn't mean that it will last, okay? This could be a married couple. But to me, it's like getting to know you as you reveal your innermost selves to each other, your bond deepens. That could be, still somebody that you've known for a long time. And it could be somebody brand new. But some people aren't vulnerable and their ego gets in the way, and you won't know these stories unless the honesty came out at a different time. Like maybe when you were drinking, because you have quite a few cups here. This could be a meetup. This could be, honestly, just thoughts. This looks more like it's happening because the Eight of Cups is matching. The Eight of Cups is matching all the reads that we did for all the zodiacs for 1st to the 15th. I swear almost all of them got the Eight of Cups, the Hermit, King of Swords, a lot of Cancer, the Chariot, Queen of Cups came out a lot. She came out more than any other energy for feminine energy. But she also comes out as the High Priestess. That would be you guys. So I can tell that this is current or this is about to happen, even though it's the past, because it could be somebody's thoughts. It could be your guides like, okay, we're ready. Somebody's ready to make an effort. Something in their life is over. It's good energy. Again, with the World over, Ace of Cups, Justice, Eight of Cups, Knight of Wands, Queen of Wands. Somebody could be a little younger, a little older, or this could just be fun, fast and furious. Maybe somebody likes to race cars, or maybe Fast and Furious. I just got pulled to hookah, like a hookah bar, hookah outlet. And then you got the Queen of Wands coming in as Sag. Here you're coming in as Cancer. Sag right here. A little strong Cancer right there too, with Aquarius, Libra. No, actually with Libra, Gemini, with the Knight, the Page of Swords and the Knight of Swords. And again, the Lover's right there, so you have that twice. So it's here, but you might be blocking something because something's supposed to move. So you might have a challenge coming up here. This probably feels like a mystery, but also reading between the lines, it's tough to read between the lines with this energy on the board because this is being in the moment. It's a new contract. Or, three is a crowd. I don't think the Six of Swords has to do with ego. Yeah, see, that would even be the Six of Wands, not the swords. So something slowly developing. I don't really see anything fast and furious here. So you might get those vibes here and here. This seems a little slow. It also seems like going with the flow. There's clearly a connection. I don't know if your intuition's on point or not, or if this is just like up in the air, still a mystery though, but I don't think so. I think this is more like reading between the lines, and that can be frustrating because who the heck wants to read between the lines? When this energy comes out as potent as it is, it's not questionable. You don't have to ask the other person if they feel this energy because they are feeling what you are feeling. That is a given. This could even be your husband and wife. It could be good or bad. This could be reminiscing, like, family, this and that. And people starting to open up. This could be you talking to a counselor and opening up about this situation. It could be also talking to friends, get-togethers, and talking about this situation. But there's clearly the lesson here was honesty, like staying true to yourself. I can't always expect the truth from others, but I can expect it from myself. So I do feel like there's trickery and some type of lies here, because then you also have the mystery and then read between the lines. Nah, we don't have time to read between the lines. I'm not a child, because in all reality, it's like he's in school. He or she is in school. And to me, I really like this card. It's a yearning I'm hearing. It's teaching. It's a yearning. I just saw him actually holding the teddy bear. I am getting pulled to a movie, and it's a turtle that talks and a iguana. It's got to be a kid's movie. And then the kids switch off and take them home for the weekend. It's a really cute movie. I don't even know why I watched it. Mia wasn't with me. I have no idea why I watched that. I wonder if I went to somebody's house and that was kids. I haven't really gone anywhere, though. Anybody know what movie that was? So to me, there's definitely kids here. I just got pulled to Stanley, so it might just be like a half-hour cartoon. Is there a movie where there's a tortoise and a lizard in a class with a whole bunch of kids, and they take them home over the weekend and in the summer? Leo. Leo is an animated movie about a lizard and a turtle who are in the 5th grade classroom taken home by students. Okay, so Leo is 74. He plans to escape. He's a 74 lizard and his turtle friend live in the 5th grade classroom. I remember the end of the movie. It was so adorable. They got to go to kindergarten, and they were like, "Yay, we get to learn letters." It was, Adam Sandler's voice as Leo. The movie shows that wild animals suffer in captivity. The movie includes musical numbers and visual gags. The movie ends with Leo and Squirtle being transferred to the kindergarten class. So that's where they'll be more active in the kindergarten class. Okay, so the movie was Leo. So you could be dealing with the Leo. I have no idea why I watched it. Here's the trailer.
Great head cases. Let's just get through it.
I hope everyone's met our class pets, Leonardo and Squirtle. I'm not touching those things.
Don't they eat, sleep, and poo in the same place?
Hey, I poo where he sleeps.
That lizard looks pretty old. Do I look old? Thank you. No animal wants to be locked up. I wasted my life.
This year, every student has to take home a class pet.
This is my shot.
Are you nuts?
So I go with these kids, and I escape, and then I really live. It's on.
So they do talk to the children.
Oh, Mother of Godzilla!
What was that?
You just spoke!
Mom!
No!
You talk!
No, people can't know!
Why are your hands wet?
They're naturally moist.
You're talking to them.
These kids are all benefiting from my 74 years of wisdom.
Everyone thinks I'm weird.
Kids, they don't even know you. Try doing this. Wait. First one? Usually it's in the front, but very nice. You're growing up.
No. It's my dad.
What is so special about this reptile?
He made me feel like I could do anything.
It's gonna end badly.
This is a tough time, but these are the best years, believe me. This is incredible!
So you could be dealing with the Leo, or it's just the lesson behind it. Animals don't belong in cages. There's lots of wisdom here. I mean, the two of you can have actually, now that I think about it, the 2-year-olds. Is there kids here? There's got to be kids here, guys. Leo's stuck in a classroom for decades and learns he only has 1 year left to live. Leo plans to escape to experience life outside, but the kids caught up in his anxious students' promise, yada, yada, yada. The movie shows that wild animals suffer in captivity. The movie includes musical numbers. So they start off in the 5th grade and they end up in kindergarten, which is great because kindergarteners are going to play with these a lot more than anybody else, right? So, Leo was jaded, old lizard, heart of gold, but been stuck in the Florida classroom longer than he can remember, sided Terranium mate Squirtle the turtle. He's watched generations of students come and go, but he feels like he's missed out on life. So that sucks. But you have a strong past life here with somebody coming in. And again, good or bad. This is telling me good. But then it goes a little topsy-turvy here. You guys have clearly known each other before. I don't have to even the whole twin thing. This is even bigger than that. You could have done this, or you're trying to figure it out if this is what it is. You could have done this, multiple times with this particular person, whether you're aware of it or not. More than a feeling. Yeah, see, there's a little bit of acknowledgement, but not like a lot of acknowledgement. And you do have to be honest with the situation here, and you do have to open up and and make the effort, right? I don't know if somebody, peanut butter, hi. I don't know if somebody is trying to kind of control how something goes here. So let's see what it wants us to know in regards to past life love. It's more than a feeling. I'm going to be stuck on that. King of Pentacles. So Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. But again, I'm hearing Gemini, fire, water. So I think this is somebody's 2nd house or 10th house in the Knight of Swords. So some type of message. But I don't know if that Knight of Swords is going to actually even deliver that message with the way this looks right now. And you got 7 of Pentacles. So it's like trying to figure it out. But it also reminds me of kind of being like exhausted, stuck behind bars. But it's something you invested into. So maybe that's why it's coming in as the King of Pentacles. But it's like it's still locked. And it's kind of like concealing, the sword. As if like someone doesn't want to say something here. But it's why they wouldn't is, I don't think embarrassment. I just think it's maybe this is somebody's first time experiencing something with somebody if it hasn't happened yet. I hate to keep saying that, but I really truly think it has. But I don't know if it was like a pause or an ending or a long break. I'm not sure necessarily, not yet. But this energy is concealing. Like they can see you as a wife. They could see you as a mother. They can see you as an entrepreneur. They could see you running a household. They're looking at you like the 10 of Cups, like you're their 10 of Cups. I mean, that's huge. So I don't think anyone's like, oh, that could be my person and be stuck on it. Like they could say that, oh, this might be my person, but not like stuck on it. But to me, you would both know. But with the masculine, this could be a woman. This could be a message for the women in saying, this is the masculine you're dealing with, dreaming about, whatever the case may be, already dealt with, somebody brand new. And for the men, this could be you thinking about the woman, but you're still concealing something. Now, a woman can obviously conceal something here too, because we've been down that road. this could even be memories of like when you got married, especially if you're in a current partnership or married and everything is good. You know, everyone has their ups and downs, but you're not like in a relationship where you know, there's all sorts of relationships. This would be, you know, happier than somewhat happy. Okay, this wouldn't be fucking miserable. If you're miserable, you might be dreaming of somebody else, and there might be jealousy surrounding that, because I don't even see jealousy out there. I'm just hearing, hey, jealousy. We can fly around the world. Or fly around the town? I don't know. You guys could have went on a lot of vacations together. But somebody definitely sees you as a lifetime partner or a lifetime friendship. This could also be mixing business with pleasure with the Lovers and the Two of Cups over here. Right? So, and again, if this was us concealing, we probably wouldn't say anything. It wouldn't be like with a lot of depth. Well, you could possibly say it with depth, but I'm feeling more of a Capricorn vibe in the sense of all the good qualities, right? But just, I wouldn't say not being stubborn. For the women, I think this would be Pandora's box. And for the man, it could be a new experience. Again, some of you, this can be a dream, considering the Nine of Cups is here with other stuff, and this is the past. So you basically got to put the Six of Cups here too. And Saturn rules Capricorn and Gemini with Jupiter, Jupiter with Gemini, and you have Gemini here as well. It's more than a feeling. Yeah, so this is good. Oh, in a past life, again, something didn't finish out. So maybe in a past life, someone didn't tell you, you know, maybe in a past life, somebody was married to somebody else, but you were the love of her life or the love of his life. Maybe somebody chose business over love. But with the Ten of Cups twice and the Four of Wands and the Two of Cups, you've done this. You've done this a couple times with this person. And, you know, my Danny that passed away, I actually feel like putting him here for some reason. But he, like me and him, past life, like, again, everything comes in for a reason. I did go see Peter yesterday. I've been friends with so long and I haven't seen him. So off. So we took a couple pictures, but my sister and the kids are like, are you dating this person? I'm like, no, it's fucking Peter. Guys, it's Peter. It's the kid I tell you all the story about all the time. Like with the high school dance, the middle school dances, and you know, we've always stayed friends. And he actually watched that video yesterday, and I did bring up the addictions, and he's like, it's all right, it is what it is. But I never got to finish my conversation, so I was like, oh, maybe I'll do a sleepover soon, because there's nothing sexual there, you know, there's absolutely not. But he was like my first like childhood crush, you know. We told each other that we were going to marry each other, and we stayed friends. And him and my dad have been friends, I think, even before the Navy. My dad, you know. So, and then that's Dennis. So it was just, we haven't had any updated pictures. I got lots of pictures with me and Dennis, and it always looks like we're going, with me and Peter, and it always looks like we're going to prom, you know, and people always misinterpret it. So there could be misinterpretation here, but there shouldn't be, you know, but I don't see conversation. I don't see, you know, people's thoughts per se. I can just see the energy that's there. But this does look, you know, close knit. There's something about this energy. So again, you've had a couple past lives. So I think for my female, we tend to feel things, and we feel things quick, and we know if there's a connection. But there's, whether it's karmic or not, there's always going to be a connection. Peter was always meant to be a past life soulmate, you know, and there's never been anything karmic with him. The last person I dated for a couple of years, very karmic, but, you know, could have been quite a love story at the end of it too. It just didn't pan out that way because that one's karmic, but it's still a soulmate, right? So if something's intense like this, you wouldn't necessarily, I think you would open Pandora's box, but I don't think you would say everything. I think you would conceal it too. So you would be, my spiritualist would be concealing it differently and wondering, do I want to do this or not? Like, you know, weighing out certain things, lots on your plate, trying to find the balance. But I'm not quite seeing the balance, but you do have justice here. So there is some type of balance coming in in regards to this energy. So it's open-ended. Whatever this is open-ended. So it's not something you've quite explored yet. You've explored it with different people on different levels, but I don't think you've explored it with this person yet. And I think, well, you probably have, but this isn't saying like fresh communication, like let's get together. This almost feels like a pause after maybe you do get to know somebody. And it keeps like, it's like stop and go. Like you carry on a conversation, and then all of a sudden you don't hear again. Just like friends, they hit you up when they can, especially if something's going on at work, or they're at work, I should say. You know, energy like that. Tell me about getting to know each other. And then the 401. So you might go to somebody's house. You have the Fool and the Hermit. So this will make you think. This card got stuck in the deck because it just did that. I don't know if I usually don't like taping them because then it interferes with the deck. So something might need to be mended here. But the Fool is telling me you can definitely go in a new direction and enjoy it. And again, that Hermit, it's like past life. Maybe this person got condemned to, you know, I don't know. It doesn't look great, right? With the Hermit, that Hermit's been making an appearance. So I do think in a way too, this person is definitely in Hermit mode. But if that's the case, it's like you got to let it flow, right? Because we have let go of control issues here, as if like somebody's letting it unfold a certain way. But if you're already annoyed, you know, with the world, Ace of Cups, like you're looking at it as the Ace of Cups. I got feelings, but it's like over. Maybe I was a catalyst. Maybe I wasn't, you know, like, or is it just sex? Is it, you know, but you got the Lovers here. You're making up with somebody from your past right here. Someone from your past life's returning. To me, that's somebody new. You could always have exes, you know, come around to think of you and feel guilty for what they put you through. But, you know, it's kind of one of those situations they're better off without me. But again, like that's cowardness. And if somebody chooses that, they choose that. So again, it's like the current meets the past. Literally 2 times within a 3-month time frame. Like somebody new and then somebody from the past, you know? So again, like this is such like be together forever energy, but like nothing's being talked about, which would make sense if it's just been within the last 3 weeks. I could see you guys talking about this if it's been the last 3 months. This is like a whirlwind romance. The chemistry, like that magnetic chemistry, sexual chemistry as well. So sexual frustration can lead to this as well, because this is, you would be making love even if you did already or not. You could be doing both ways. You can just, wham bam real quick, a couple times, you could just regular, or you can make love. There's a big difference between what you choose to do in the bedroom. Some BDSM, it just depends on in the bedroom. I don't see an issue here though. And if there is, it will be worked out. So there is a new storyline here, which is nice. It's beautiful. So congratulations. If you're in a relationship and you're married, there's some type of rekindling. And if this isn't you, this would be a child, a friend of yours, a coworker, a family member. Like, you would know about it. You would know something was going down like this. And again, this could be two best friends, same sex guys. Some of you for sure, lovers. I mean, this could be one of your friends. I mean, you can have a gay friend and they could be looking at you like, oh, snap. Especially with the shift in energy. That's what happens, Because this right now, some of it feels fake, and then others, the depth is there. Both of your faces are kind of black. There's so much depth. And I did hear girth in the beginning of this read. So I think there is something obviously sexual here too. I don't know if it's like, got to try it before you buy it, or you're going to be brave and follow your faith. It really just depends on the circumstances here. And again, if this hasn't happened yet, it will within the next 3 days, because my current energy is 3 days before, current as in now, or 3 days after. Okay. So there's still a shot of this energy coming in. It just depends on your motives as well, your actions. You can meet somebody online and start chatting back and forth, and you just feel like you have an instant connection, and you do. But that doesn't always mean it's meant to be, right? It could become very much karmic. But this is beautiful, and this seems like this is definitely Akashic Records, an alignment within the sky, your ancestors sending you somebody. Won't you find somebody to love? Maybe you push away. And I've admitted to that guys before too. Like, I do push away. It makes me feel safe. If I don't feel safe in a situation, or I feel like somebody's holding back, or, I'm not going to flow. I'm not controlling it either. But that's when the 8 of Cups walks in from me, and I'm just like, you know what? I don't want to do this. I don't feel safe. I don't feel comfortable. But there's some type of vibe like this. So I think your fear would probably kick in even quicker in this scenario, because this is intense. Like, this is like you can talk on the phone. Like, hit me on my cell phone. Something, right? Call me on my cell phone. It was like 10 years ago, 12 years ago, 10 years ago, 8 years ago, 7 or 8 years ago. That song came out apparently. Call me on my cell phone. I'm not even singing it right. But I'm also getting like, every time you undress, trumpets in my head. Dun, 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 so, tricky. This does involve you and somebody else, though. Again, you might not be going through this. Somebody else might be going through this, because this is like, this is like a whirlwind romance where people quickly get engaged. They quickly move in. They know life is short. Are you brave enough? This is telling me, yeah, you probably would. But one of you guys, or the both of you, are in hermit mode. That I feel like can be frustrating. Tell me about this hermit. But there's a new start here. And this does have to do, with your love life. And not to mention, you got the 10 of Cups twice with two different decks. The 4 of Wands, 2 of Cups, the Lovers, the fuck, and the 3 of Pentacles, 9 of Cups. Hello meets the 6 of Cups. So it's like, okay, are we meeting up? And you can tell it's fresh because you have the Fool, right? So I think for even some of you, I really think this is like for some of you, because that is probably becoming frustrating with the death. You know what I mean? Like there's a trust issue here. You have honesty, but this is saying like open up, get to know each other. But this is telling me there's something that bothers you. So tell me about the hermit, please. Are we falling? You could be falling in love. I mean, you have it like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. This is going to come down fast, but the only tiny little holes. Oh, you can't even see it. My apologies. All right. Hermit, please. It's just the way the sand is going down, guys. See, it's got a whole bunch of little lines. Yeah. Okay, so there's that. You gonna tell me about this hermit or what, Spirit? What's the deal with this hermit? Thank you. The Tower. And the 9 of Swords. So this is anxiety, fear. It's fucking out of nowhere. What is this Tower? I also feel like this could be somebody else's regret. You got the 10 of Wands. Heavy. Gotta lay the weight down. Thinking about laying the weight down. This could be somebody that works in the city as well. And the Tower is a huge apartment building complex. And this is, again, your past 6 of Cups. So I'm not really getting much here. Oh, Santa Morte. So this is definitely a connection that is meant to be you and me together right here, right now. Watching the world down in history. Off of that. And I think I just mixed up 2 songs. I tend to do that with songs and words. Because it's like a feeling out of nowhere. Oh, shit. It's the 9 of Cups, guys. So you got the 9 of Cups twice. The 9 of Cups twice. The 10 of Cups twice. The Lovers twice. The 4 of Wands. You definitely live together. You guys might move in with each other pretty quick. Quicker than you think. Especially if there's distance, because you got the Chariot and the World. Somebody could literally live in a different country here. You could be making friends with people in different countries. Canada is within the US of A, but you can look at it as another country. It's not, though. But in regards to locations and dating, it's just like, whoa, Canada, And 90% of the people, 80% of the people definitely speak French there. So, but on my ex's side, on the kids' side of the family, on the dad's side, there's French. He's got French blood, French heritage, French Canadian. Oh, yeah, I forgot. So there's an X here. That's basically what that was all about. Doesn't have to be that person, but it's just telling me it's referencing an X. So there could have been still feelings in a situation. Somebody walked away from it, and now somebody's within this reach of something here, probably with somebody else. And I only know the French Canadian because I used to have to get blood work when I was pregnant with each 4 of the kids to test for, to see if I carried that or they carried that DNA of French Canadian. So you always get some type of, like, it's a shot. Something like that. I can't remember. It was so long ago. But I know I had it or all the kids had it. But I remember being within my pregnancy, to be honest with you. So somebody could be pregnant here. There could be somebody, coming back and being like, I'm pregnant. But this is beautiful energy, but it's a dead stop, guys. So let's look into the current energy right now. Right here, right now. Watching the world go down in history. Something like that, right? Hell yeah. Okay, so this is more upbeat. I just laughed at whoever that was. It was definitely a female. Could even been my age. I don't know. Me and my mom watched a okay movie the other day. They go on a honeymoon together, the mom and son, because he gets left at the altar. But within that movie, the older woman, she was like dancing and bar dancing and, doing all sorts of stuff. And I'm like, I'm going to be that woman when I'm older. And my mom laughed because she knows, I still have a lot of spunk in me that I would like to get back, which I think I am. And again, somebody could come in temporarily too with the Knight of Wands. As quick as the Knight of Wands comes in, it's just as quick leaving. But then it's like, oh wait, hold up, because the Chariot's coming over here. You know what I mean? Like, this is not necessarily blocked, but you do have the 7 of Wands. So if it is blocked, it will get reopened. And I don't even think it's like a hard block. I think this is more of like a challenge. Maybe it's like getting to know each other, and then all of a sudden it stops. And then all of a sudden it's like, what the fuck? But then it comes back together. But I do feel there's different people here and different relationships for you guys. Because this did talk about my ex and French Canadian. Oh, we were talking about Canada as another country. It's most certainly not. It's definitely its own territory, but it's most certainly not a country. But it's far enough from where I live where it'd feel foreign, And there's a lot of people in Quebec. But anyway, his side of the family, they love it so much that they ended up moving there. And they've lived there for a very long time. And the girls come up, the girls' cousins come up. They're all in Canada, and they absolutely love it. I have a lot of subscribers in Canada that absolutely love it there. I just don't speak French. If I'm going to try to learn French or something, I probably want to just go to France. I mean, I just want to go to Rome and I just want to eat lots of cheese and bread and wine, and probably have to bring a couple enemas with me because I'll probably get really bind it up. I only did that once, and I went to Tennessee. See, somebody's in a different state, different location. There's a location difference or a location barrier, but it's being put there for you guys to realize something. And I don't know how long that's going to take. It's almost like a lesson. But with this lesson, with this death card, I'm learning that endings are merely beginnings. So it's kind of like your whole life is about to be altered, but in a gentle way. And others of you, just a little bit of chaos, nothing to like really be concerned about. I just want to get a quick picture of who. He fucking knew I was going to take a picture of him. He's too smart. That would have been an awesome picture. I'm going to have to teach him to stay. So, won't you stay? What's that, Rihanna? Stay. Rihanna, right? What? I just want to know the lyric right after that. The lyrics to the song Stay from Rihanna. I want you to stay. All along it was a fever. Yeah, see, this is 2012. It's actually emotional for me to even read the lyrics. So this is something like that. It's like, I want you to stay. I don't want you to leave. But this feels more of like down to business, current energy, lots going on. But it's like, I want you to stay. All right, I'm going to play the song. I'm going to get flagged again. Clearly, I'm not getting paid off YouTube next month, which is fine, guys. It is what it is. I can technically cut it out and then get paid, but I don't. What's the point? I'm going to do it with I'm going to find the shortest one.
All along it was a fever. A cold sweat, hot-headed believer. I threw my hands in the air and said, show me something.
Wow, you guys have something. So I don't know what happens here. It must be just frustration with something. Peanut butter's singing.
Oh, now, tell me now, tell me now, tell me now, you know. Not really sure how to feel about it. Something in the way you move makes me feel like I can't live without you. It takes me all the way. I want you to stay. It's not much of a life you're living. It's not just something you take, it's given. Round and around and around and around we go. Oh, now, tell me now, tell me now, tell me now, you know. Not really sure how to feel about it. Something in the way you move makes me feel like I can't live without you. It takes me all the way, and I want you to stay.
Okay, so clearly, that's Stay by Rihanna if you want to hear the rest of the song. Clearly, the both of you want the other one not to leave. Like, you guys have quite the connection. But this also reminds me of, like I said, like personal stories that I've told throughout the years. So this is personal because, and we get hurt throughout the years. We go through a lot of stuff, especially if it feels like a catalytic energy, because this would be like, oh, hell no. Like, this could maybe be just as intense as your original start to tarot, your original start to my channel. I mean, finally, years after, you know, we all had a massive break for those who have been on my channel, like a massive breakthrough. And the growth and everything that, you know, it's, I mean, you've watched me age for the last 8 years too, which is beautiful, you know. We're definitely a clan, but you know, Spirit, who wants that whole cult thing. And I get it. I get why. It makes sense, you know. But a cult is powerful. And I think that's why the intention behind the cult is happening. So again, you know, currently this is let go of control issues, allow it to unfold naturally, but there's got to be something that bugs you, or because it's like, do I walk away? Do I not? I have feelings for this person. Like, it's as quick as this energy comes in and I get into like the Queen of Wands energy, that would be all of you, man or female. You know, it could be gone because you have the World and Justice. So this could also be saying like, you know, make an effort. Great love is worth taking the steps you're guided to. So I don't think you guys know each other that well. I don't know if this is somebody you're dreaming about. I mean, you have the Galactic Federation meeting up about you. I tell you all the time, like, I work for the Galactic Federation as well. I am from the Pleiadians. Majority of us are. I guarantee a whole bunch of you feel the same way, being part of, you know, Orion's belt. So galactically, those are all the same cards, and these are all the same cards, 2 different decks, right? I work these 2 cards, these decks together. They're just meant to gather together. So there might be something about October, November as well with this energy, because that's, I call them like they were like my Halloween decks. And what was I going to say? And I got this deck because I think it's Judgment, with kind of like the 3 witches tied. And I got this deck because it was gold and white. Black, white, and gold. So that might be relevant for you guys. But I'm learning that an ending is nearly a new beginning. So again, you might walk away from this energy, or somebody else does, or this has to do something with work. Or the authority figures is the Galactic Federation trying to make up their mind. Where do we want her? Where do we want him? So we have this situation going on, right? And we have this situation, and then we still have this situation. So something happens in between here, and it seems like a lot. So some of you 3 months, I do my best to 3 weeks, and this could be you now in the next 3 days looking at this, and you know, you relate to it. So because it is the current energy. That's why I usually don't do years out. I don't read shit like that, guys. My predictions can take that long to come into fruition, but those are different. On a daily, the energy fucking moves. I struggle with that timeless. There's timeless energy. It's true, but it belongs in the galactic. It's not here on Earth. It's not timeless. You're here. You're born, then you deal with your death, all the in between. You only have so much time on this earth. It's not timeless. The only way you can say it's timeless is if you've been here over and over and over. But if that's the case, you'd be smart enough to know that it's not timeless. These aren't timeless reads. Because they don't ever go into the same position again. And when it does happen, it's usually 20 years out, 30 years out. So this reading is actually telling me it's part of the alignment that we just had. I think I sent it to myself. Good morning, sweetie. Love you. On YouTube. I'll call you in a little while. All along there was a feeling. All right, maybe Messenger if we're lucky. Sent 3 days ago. Look at, literally sent to myself 3 days ago at 6:17 a.m. So, you can still see the rare planetary alignment in the sky tonight. The 28th was, and the 29th was most potent to see. So until that happens, the universe can offer aligning planets. We're afraid, but still pretty exciting. For a brief evenings in the week, 7 planets in our solar system will be visible at one time, especially the peak Friday night. Mercury also joins it. The culmination, the impressive display throughout January and February, the 6 planets are lining up in the night sky, Mercury joining this week. Mercury, Venus, Saturn, Jupiter, and Mars will all be visible to the naked eye. Sorry to Pluto, but it got booted out of the Planet Club in 2006. So we'll count the full house, though it's not appearing. Is this a 50-second video?
Love how the new Homes.com helps them get quick answers about it.
In January, you'll have the opportunity to take in 4 bright planets in a single sweeping view.
So we talked
All
about
month
this.
After dark, you'll find Venus and Saturn in the southwest for the first couple of hours, while Jupiter shines brightly high overhead and Mars rises in the east. Uranus and Neptune are there too, technically, but they don't appear as bright planets. These multi-planet viewing opportunities aren't super rare, but they don't happen every year, so it's worth checking it out. Now, these events are sometimes called alignments of the planets, and while it's true that they will appear more or less along a line across the sky, that's what planets always do. That line is called the ecliptic, and it represents the plane of the solar system in which the planets orbit around the sun. This is, incidentally, why we sometimes observe planets appearing to approach closely to each other on the sky, as we view them along a line while they careen around the cosmic racetrack.
Okay. So this is going to be like that for a little while with this lineup. Uranus will be in the same patch as Mercury, Venus, Mars, Saturn, Jupiter, but it won't be bright enough. So they're still centimeters apart. They don't move fast, guys. So we're looking at this energy for a little while, because clearly I got pulled to that, and we've done these reads before. It looks aligned, but it's not really aligned. It explained it, which is basically the basic. And we had this conversation in February, probably the beginning of February, if not late January. And we said we knew this was going to be a shift, because when all the planets align like that, there's an alignment. That's a lot of things in your life that need to be aligned. And sometimes that can cause chaos in people's lives until you find the balance of where the planets are, how to work with them. Cafe Astrology, I got a video on it. I gave you a little tutorial, super easy. It will save you a lot of time. And I tell myself to read it, and I keep forgetting too. I literally have to just start a list, and I've been saying that for weeks. I've been slacking. Okay, so this could be like, all right, court wants to slack. This is done. We're done with this for a minute because court's slacking. She needs to pay attention to something else that has to do with work. You know, like a new direction, because you got the Two of Wands here too, but it looks like it's coming here, but it seems to be a challenge. But you have the Page of Swords, which is kind of like watching. He's a communicator. He's got a message. The Knight of Swords delivers it. So it seems fierce. Then you have the Lovers, all right? And then it's like somebody like, I acknowledge that harboring resentment blocks the flow of love. So I don't know if you get aggravated with somebody here, or there's got to be a past, because you got new love and reconciliation. A new person has stirred your romantic feelings. Somebody from your past is returning. But to me, this is past life. But you also have an ex in here, guys. Okay? And then a new person. And if you're married, it's the energy is trying to work together. Like align you two again. You know, because something in the next 3 months is meant to go down, and it's linked to this. So I don't know if there's like a brief 3-week split, 3-day split, and it's just like, but I want you to stay. And I think there's a little avoidance here when it comes to probably sexual attraction, as well as the Queen of Wands with all this energy. This is like making love too, but it's like forever, 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 forever. You know, and it could be wedding vows, you know, as just an authority figure. It doesn't have to be court, but whatever this is final. 11, something about the 11th. We already passed the 11th, right? No, I never switched my calendar. So it could be, you know, it could be, no, I don't think it's February 11th at all. I mean, maybe with that energy, but we got March, and March 11th is on a Tuesday. So basically, I'm looking at the calendar. So if we do February, because we're March right now, March 2nd. So 1, 2, 3. So this would be February 9th till now. And then another 3 weeks out, which would be April 1st. So this energy goes to April 1st. It started, what did I say? It started February. Because if we go 3 weeks to 3 months, I'm just doing 3 weeks from now. Would have been like February 9th. So February 9th to April 1st. Because it's 3 weeks from now, and today's the 2nd, right? So it would go the 9th, 16th, the 23rd. Give or take a few days. Last week of March till April. Last week of March till April 1st. This is the energy we're working with, okay? I will put it in the description box. All right, so let's see what this let's see what this is saying, because this is a big deal, guys. This is like something that needs to get done. And if you're not doing it, I don't think Spirit's going to be too happy about this, because you agreed to do something. So if you can't find the balance here, it's done. Like if you can't multitask with work, with a lover, with children, with family members, you know, something here is going bye-bye. And the decision is being made. The decision has already been made in the last 3 days, or it's about to be made in the next 3 days. Or today. It could be something with the 17th and the 22nd, or the 4th, or the 7th. Because I'm getting big numbers with this. I don't know, like the 22nd, is there any alignments? I don't have my distance glasses. 22nd. It's actually 3/4 of a moon. And then the 11th. And then I said, what, the 7th? And then could be the 16th, 22nd as well. What other number did I say? 4. What does that say? It's like some type of holiday or some type of... I can't even pronounce it. Fat Tuesday? I don't know what that means. I can't pronounce what it says. It's this calendar is witch's calendar. So it's whatever they celebrate. So there could be something pretty significant on the 4th being made, which would make sense in the next 3 days, right? Because it's the 2nd. So I think on the 4th, there's a big decision being made if it hasn't been made yet. It could have been 8 days ago. You could have met somebody 8 days ago, talked to somebody 8 days ago, slept with somebody 8 days ago. Whoever you slept with, this is you guys' read. If this is like 3 years ago, because we know 300 years ago you've had multiple lives with this person. But I'll tell you what, I tend to meet people where I usually have a past life with them, but I don't get the vibe. Like when it's personal and intimate, I can tell. But Marsh, Angela, some of my best friends, it's a different vibe, but it's like your soulmates. So you know you had a past life with them, but you don't think of as a friend as a past life, because you don't really remember those moments. You remember the moments that were intimate. For this particular situation, it's about intimacy, feelings, thoughts. It's like, you know, when you meet somebody new and you guys are talking back and forth and, you know, you get good morning, and it's like, when I get a good morning, I'm like, oh, it puts a smile on my face. It's nice. It's a nice way to start the day, you know? So there's definitely something going on in regards to that. But I'm telling you right now that it's important within the next 3 days, right? The 2nd, 3rd, 4th, today, within the next still the 4th. I think you have to make your mind up with something. This seems like the ships will sail here for a little while. 8 days, 3 weeks. Or it really is just a new start. What's this authority figure, please, for the current energy for 333? What's this authority figure energy about? Again, like marriage, divorce, lawsuit, the Star. So this is divinely guided. There's absolutely no question with the 7 of Cups, but there's options. I'm hearing interior, so I don't know if it's like interior design or interior like within yourself. Immortality. Immortal. There's going to be lots going on with this Seven of Cups. It could be a little confusing because you could be like, oh, I feel like someone sent that person to me, or I feel like yada, yada, yada. Now you got 2 sevens. This is extremely spiritual. And it's really 777 because you got 17 on the board. So this is a promise you made to the galactic is what this is. And I think it's probably work. I could be wrong, but this is definitely a promise that you made to do. Well, I wouldn't say a promise, but it's definitely something. See the Knight of Swords? He's in the future. He's within the next 3 weeks or 3 days, where you go with this, finances, could be overnight, but this is more forgiveness, failure, like, with the lover, somebody returning. But honestly, like, I don't know if you want that. You might actually end up blocking somebody here, and it wouldn't be this person. And if this is like a dream, it's gonna be continuous. Like it will play out for like a few days or something. There's just a vibe like that. Just gotta put some my coffee. Someone can be a barista. What do you call the other one? A baronet? I have fucking no idea. I'm pretty sure I'm wrong there. But this is a massive meeting with 777. You agreed. So something will start or something will be wrapped up. What's this 8 of Cups? Are we walking towards something? Page of Swords. He's over here. 8 of Cups. This could be like regret or something. 5 of Wands. Jealousy. Hey, jealousy. Thanks for coming out. It's like burning bridges. So someone is watching you, or this is you, and it could be just confliction. So it could be confliction and confusion at the same time. There's going to be a lot going on, but this galactic energy, it's like signed, sealed, delivered. And it's just a matter of when something starts here. But I do want to warn you guys, there is an ex here that I'm not super crazy about. He hasn't come out yet, but it's your ex-girlfriend, ex-boyfriend, or just somebody you dated for a while. You can consider it a relationship. They may not, however that is. It could be, your kid's father, your kid's mother. It can be anything here. But with authority figures and justice, with the Knight of Swords that's been coming out, that didn't come out in this read yet, but been coming out, would be like a lawyer. And I'm telling you, there's something in another country here too. Travel. You might be going to another country. To me, you could be going on vacation with somebody, and it could be the new person, or it could just be your husband and wife now. But then there's still an ex. There's still something. If it's not an ex, if this is a coworker, it would have to do with your finances. So you, again, can be conflicted. I don't know about confused. You could be. I guess it just depends if something remains a mystery and how you handle it. But if you're like, okay, you only want to hit me up here, you only want to hit me up there, because the communication, it's not with communication, it's not so great. So it's like you ask a question, they avoid it, and then they just write their own question. You know what I mean? Like, there's definitely something frustrating going on in this situation, especially with let go of control issues. So if you were that person to be like, okay, I'll just look at it like this. But that sucks because it's really like that. So we're already putting ourselves in a situation here because it's almost like meant to look at it like that and just flow. But something else is telling you something's not flowing, and it's probably some type of trigger from like a past relationship, like something that's just being projected, and you're like, red flag, red flag, red flag, red flag, Tell me about let go of control issues, please. You got the Sun. You already have some type of clarity. I don't know if that's good enough for you. It could be a Leo. This could be your vitality. It's just something is going to grow, guys. And you got the Empress. So I just gave you a prime example and put me in it. And the Three of Swords at the bottom, disappointment, like I said, and is trying to control a certain situation. Or this could be somebody completely different trying to control a situation and have some type of control over you. And it could be a family member, it could be a friend. It's just somebody who wants to throw things out there. It could even be situations where people are giving other people ultimatums, or like, hey, this just is not working for me, yada yada. There's definitely some shit going down in the next 3 days. But it's just chaos, guys. You can handle chaos. You have to just work with it. You might feel this in the galactic sense, but then in the matrix, it's like, dun, dun, dun. I'm hearing trumpets, and the trumpets, they go. So somebody adores you, likes you, you like their body, vice versa. Confidence. I mean, you do have exciting energy here next to you. But it's like, where'd the excitement go? So something like, again, like as quick as it came in, as quick as it leaves, but then it's almost like it comes back just as quick. So I would think like within 3 days it comes back. Or within 3 weeks at the very most. Or, March 12th, it still boils down to 3. Anything with a 3. This is what I'm reading, 3s. And I enjoy doing these reads. I just do. I haven't done one in a while. Tell me about the authority figures, please. Authority figures. So again, it's the female, but they can see something else or wants to make an effort, but yeah, there's something going on. Or it's just you. 8 of Cups with authority figures. There could be a divorce here. You got the 6 of Swords there. You have the 6 of Swords there. It could just be like a final hearing. And it could be galactically, clearly, or matrix with a judge, a cop, military, authority, mayors, stuff like that. And so there's something going on there as well. Paperwork, whatever that may be. So now you have the 8 of Cups twice as well. You got your own plants. Go forage in there. 8 of Cups. Tell me about this 8 of Cups. It's something that's definitely moving forward in the sense of it's almost a blockage here. Make the effort. So you have the 4 of Cups, 5 of Swords. So there's definitely manipulation here. Somebody thought they were going to have some type of opportunity with an authority figure, and they thought maybe that they could manipulate a certain situation by lying. But if you tell me this person's going to get caught up, because you have the Sun and the Empress right next to you. So there's a situation definitely wrapping up in May or April. There's definitely going to be a wrap up. And hey, get out of there. It could have to do with fines. You might have to pay fines. This could have to do with your taxes as well. Anything related to money, because we are moving over there as well. Yeah, see, someone has something to say here. So, but I think somebody just got caught up. But justice will prevail. And you can concentrate on other things is what I'm getting here. Yeah, see, there needs to be a conversation in here. So conversation must stop for a few days or something. Maybe you're just like in hermit mode. You're like, fuck that. Yeah, see, not today. Dealing with the hurt, conversation, boundaries, healing from a possible toxic addiction. Have faith. Love is coming. So you just might feel like, oh, around the world we go again, but you got clarity, honor, protection. You got options, decisions, stringing somebody along. But that could be also somebody else, right? But like I said, in the midst of this, here's that like Cupid arrow, but this could also be like hesitation. It's like, not today. That can be frustrating, and it triggers you to maybe a situation that like you've already dealt with, and it's like, well, this is all about communication, guys. That's coming in strong with Mars too. Aquarius energy, Aries, Capricorn. Capricorns could be mouthy. But they're serious. So there's some serious shit going down for you that has already started or about to start, but then also in the same time frame of March and April, it's going to be cleared up. If it's a court thing. If it's a galactic thing, you have until maybe the 16th or the 22nd to get it rolling. Get it out there. Tomorrow, just start a program. I'm hearing start a program. Start writing on paper. Have it come to life. What do you think our generation needs? Like, not our generation, but what do you think like our children's generation need? Write it down. Become that person. Create a program. And I think that's, personally, I didn't have to spray because he just, I didn't even have to say the OFF because he bounced from one thing to another and now he's over here. So I think there's just like a trigger here, and it comes with I feel like a tiny bit of sorrow because you're like, what the fuck? Like, I was just having like a really good connection, but there's other things going on in your life, and on top of it, your guides and the Galactic Federation, they're all having a meeting. Like, this has to get done. What do we do? So they're playing a big part of I'm hearing Thursday. And that just came flying at me. So they're playing a big part with your finances too. What is this Justice card? No. Not yours. You got wedding rings and palm tree. Stability, security, performance, growth, endurance, flexibility, union, married, soul connection, internal love, everlasting promise. Everlasting love. So you do get justice in a situation here. Somebody, try to manipulate a certain situation or try to block you from having love. I'm hearing teen witch, like Sabrina, but like younger, Google magic, shit like that. It's not anything you need to worry about, but somebody here definitely does not think this would be the snake or something. Definitely does not like how something went down, or this could be an argument too. Yeah, see, love call. Someone expresses love, thinking of you. I like you. Someone wants to, date, bloom. Okay, so the enemy will be handled within March or April because there's an enemy here. But Spirit saying don't focus on that. Like, there's also somebody here. You might go into business with somebody. They don't want you to deal with the manipulation. So if you think you're being manipulated, especially possibly by that person, you're not. You're not being manipulated, but there's still something that's just like, ugh, that bugs you, Somebody could like ghost you. Oh, we had that conversation the other day, like somebody is sick. Like, remember I talked about that person and I was like, Okay. And then they came at me, I don't know, what was it, 3 days later? Holy shit with these threes, right? So, and just said, I'm really sorry, I'm sick, and I don't deal with electronics. He just sleeps the entire time, showers, eats well to get better, doesn't pay attention to phone, work. He's a busy man, so it makes sense to just put your phone down, because when you gotta heal, especially if you got the flu. So I thought he just like ghosted me. I'm like, so I've had a lot of experiences. So this feels like kind of like something like that. And then you have somebody else that ghosted you a year ago, 3 years ago, within the last 3 years. You know what I mean? And some of you, this has to do with children, or it is your child, and you're trying to give advice. What's this 8 of Cups? What time is it? Best advice for this 8 of Cups. Best advice for this, section in regards to 8 of Cups. So you have step back. You're being asked to step back from your life in order to gain a perspective. You're too close to a situation. It could be hard to make a decision. Span out the view of your life in distance. You can get a perspective as needed. So it does have to do with your tomorrow, your lifetime too, right? So it's like needing to see something and then ask for help. You're being asked to request help from another. You don't need to deal with this issue alone. There are many people who want to help you, but it's up to you to bravely ask them for support. It's strength. Reach out. Do it today. So you could definitely probably use a friend right now too, with everything that's going on in your life. I mean, I think about, there's so much stuff going on in my life at this one particular aspect. Transit. It's wild. So it is kind of like you do have a friend out there. And that message came in the other day too. Like you have a lot of people that support you. Justice will be served. And for some of you, it's love. After a really hard period of time in your life. Possibly the last 3 years. But this is newer energy, so that's nice. You know what I mean? That's a nice message for you guys. All right, next 3 weeks. We have finances. Oh yeah, something in the past that was karmic too. And now you're getting justice for how something went down, especially in a past life. Like there's no way you're not getting justice here. Justice will be delivered. This will be the end of this. This is either March or April. Okay. It's now, but whatever this is with the authority figures, like it's going to be figured out by, April at the latest. Make an effort in this situation. Okay. So we have new love, reconciliation. We have failure. I understand that a mistake is only an opportunity to learn. Forgiveness. I acknowledge that harboring resentment blocks the flow of love. So you're clearly not giving here. And then you have the lovers, sexuality, erotica. And then you have the Chariot. Yeah, see, someone needs to speak here with forgiveness. And then you got the Chariot, 2 of Wands, 7 of Wands, the Knight of Swords, the Page of Swords, and finances. Interesting. So again, like whatever happens here is here, and it's still the same message. Like this gets wrapped up within the next 3 weeks or the next 3 months for sure. Something is definitely getting wrapped up here. And then you have this whole situation with your love life. So if you're in a good situation, you guys might feel that depth again. Maybe you want to, throw a party, even if it's not your anniversary, and just, celebrate now. If you guys are already in a relationship, there's a lot more depth. Like maybe you could be with somebody for 10 years and then all of a sudden they tell you something. You're like, what the fuck? It's not something you guys can't work out. It's just something that somebody didn't want to tell you, right? So, but you could also have lies here too. You could be lying to yourself, or somebody wants you to read in between the lines and you're not doing that. You don't got time to read in between the lines. So this is like, it's very solid. So if you haven't met anybody yet, you might. And this, you could have met somebody and thought like, wow, what a fucking connection. But something's just not working. It's just irritable energy that you would have to definitely ground, because quicker than you think, it could even be somebody who blocked you, and then they want to come your way because they've been watching you and have something to say. And they could even ask for forgiveness. I know I sabotaged this. I know the opportunity was there, because failure, I understand that a mistake is only an opportunity to learn. And that's for damn sure. You got to push through every single failure in life. I don't see failure here, but in somebody's life, you, them, something, but hopefully you've learned a lesson there. And especially with forgiveness, I acknowledge that resentment blocks the flow of love. So again, people are getting triggered by past events too. And it could be because that person wants to come in. So you got to be careful, because you do have an ex here that, okay, you definitely have somebody here too with stupid magic, the stupid Google magic, candle magic, who knows? Okay, hair magic, that came out last week, I believe too. But I believe we broke a curse or something. I wrote this love song thinking of you. There's trumpets big time. So back to like this situation. But what was I going to say? I wrote something. I don't remember. I'm looking over here, but I don't remember. So your love life is going to start to grow. Your finances are going to start to grow. What is this 7 of Wands? Because this is a challenge for you guys, this 7 of Wands. Or it could be the ex. 2 of Wands. And no, it has to do with the two of Wands, because the 7 of Wands and the Emperor. And see, you had the Empress. So yeah, go ahead and get it. I'm not too happy you just did that. You weren't supposed to do it. So take it and run. Go on, take your plant and run. I'll go on, take the money and run. Take the damn plant. Don't let me catch you doing that again. You don't want it. Now you want to sit in my hand and wrestle with it. You just want to pluck it, but you don't want to eat it. I mean, come on. Can't have the cake and eat it too. You just want to play with it. Good to know. Good to know. Thank you. You can play with it by yourself right there. There you go. Smell of fresh plants. Don't you do it. No. No. Don't you open your mouth to me. Don't you do it. So 2 of Wands and the Emperor, you could be dealing with an Aries, but this is telling me there's something with the past here. And there's a new lover too. So it's like you had depth with somebody else, but you currently have depth here as well, possibly with somebody new, or in the next 3 months, somebody new is coming in. You could have a new job. I don't know, but it's like, it still wants you to push forward here with the 2 of Wands. It wants you to move on. So it basically wants you back with this energy. But there's also work. There's also stuff to be done. Like if the Galactic Federation is seeing what's going on here, it's probably meant to be, because something here is meant to be with a feminine or a male when it comes to 777 and what they do next. It's like, my energy, things I talk about. But you guys too, like I said, write things down that would really help the generation of our children, and therefore, some things might be able to change. You can even open a program, you do have to target the children here too, because you do have to target the children here too of, this era. So because their kids are going to be ruling our country. And Trump right now is just starting the whole, I'm hearing excavate. Excuse me. But it's like you get karmic justice and you get rewarded with something you dreamed about or something you asked for. But it's karmic justice. It's good. Whatever it is it's good karma. It's dharma. It's good. Okay. You might have to block an Aries, because this Chariot with the Two of Wands wants you to go back over this way. So maybe you'll have 2 marriages, because even past life, you've been with this person before too. And it could be everybody. I always have those connections. It's wild when I meet somebody, even somebody new. You know, that's why I probably remain friends with a lot of them, because they're soulmates. Everybody is meant to come into your life. It could be all at once, or you could feel lonely and have nobody. And then, you know, a year from now, you're just like, holy shit. And you just made best friends for the rest of your life that you can chill and hang out with. It's like the picture of my father and Dennis. You know, I'm 47 years old. Peter's 45. And our dads are in their 70s. And they've known each other, I think, before the Navy. My dad went right into the Navy. So they've known each other since they were like 15, 16. You know, and then it's me and Peter have known each other, you know, last 45 years, last 43 years for him. His mother used to babysit us too, and his older sister, you know, and they would all go out. So there's definitely not necessarily reminiscing, but I mean, for some of it, obviously it could be reminiscing, but it feels to me more like, it feels more like, it's just, I'm just staring at current energy and let go of control issues. It's like letting something flow. So it's like ignoring what's bothering you, but still working on what's best for you. So you got to find the balance there. Shit. Oh, I needed that on spray. Sorry, buddy. I'm glad I didn't get you. But and the trumpets, they go. Dun, dun, dun. So spirit wants to bring you back to a situation of how, like, even if you were together and married, like how you felt once. Like, you are going to get back to that if you're in a good marriage. Like, you might even take a vacation here, and you have the world over here with the Chariot. Or you can be dealing with somebody who's also dealing with all this too, and pressure, and maybe they have a lingering ex, or they still have feelings for an ex. Like, there's still lingering energy, but those ties are going to be snipped, and by, like I said, March or April, it looks like you're going to be solid with somebody. And again, it could just be a friend. Maybe in a past life you were lovers, and that happens a lot too, like 2 best friends, and then all of a sudden one friend's jealous of the other friends. That's a past life thing, that didn't get sorted until you cut the ties. And eventually you're going to cut a tie. So there's ties. There's more than one ties being cut here, because spirit wants somebody in a commitment here. And again, it could be long distance, and that could be extremely hard for you if you end up getting in some type of connection. You might be long distance for a little while, or you're dealing with somebody who travels a lot. I'm almost positive this is an Emperor. This is the Emperor that wants to come back. It could have been somebody who owned their own business, somebody of authority, somebody that takes the lead, somebody that works hard. This one, I don't know if they think they can just walk back into your life, but you need to block somebody, your kid's father, your own father, something here, because that's what I feel like, separation, sadness, missing you, thinking about you. And it's not the other energy. Yeah, see a girl or a boy with a snake being used, boundaries, not today, not healing with it. Somebody could be holding a grudge with forgiveness, a lot of resentment that somebody is holding on to, like someone's mad at you. It's like, okay, dude, I don't know what to tell you. And you got to be strong here. And I think this person thinks that you can just walk back into his life, or somebody thinks they can just walk back into your life. like as if like it's deserved. It's like, yeah, okay, buddy. So this energy, I think, will come around, but for some of you, it might not. It could take this person 3 years. You know what I mean? So who fucking cares with whatever that is? Because there's forward moving anyway. You might get tested. You might have to block this person. Think about it. If there's something long distance here too, because you have the chariot in the world with all of this, guys. Could completely be a different country, a cultural thing. We've talked about that. But they want you here. In here, and that's where you are, but there's something in between that just is like, huh?
Guys, came awake. I really don't feel like going outside.
Outside for what?
The garbage shed, it's open and it's really windy and it keeps slamming it.
Oh, well, I'm gonna leave soon and get a coffee.
I don't want the door to break.
Okay, well, he's sleeping right now, so it'll be fine. It's not the
Why
first.
are you getting a coffee, bro? I thought you had coffee.
I know I'm drinking another coffee, but I've been getting up like 4 a.m, so. Bro, don't bother. I love you. Hope you slept good.
I did.
All right.
Love you, bye.
You can always bring me to get a coffee too if you wanted to. She hung up on me. I know she's gonna call back. Hi.
Sorry, what did you say?
You could go with me if you wanted, or I could go by myself. I don't care.
I'm in the middle of a movie, but
No,
if you wait,
no.
okay.
No, it's not a big deal. I'm wrapping this up. I'll probably go in like 10 minutes. It's right down the street. Not a big deal. Love you.
Alright, love you, bye.
Bye. I have been doing that, having my morning coffee, and then going to Dunk's and having their coffee. And I put it in the fridge. I don't drink it all, and then I put it in the fridge and I take it out in the afternoon. I just been getting straight up lattes, which is all this is, espresso and milk. So let's go see what's going on with the finances. This is a great read, guys. Congratulations. Seriously. So you could have had a rough time in your finances, or this is saying you worked with somebody with your finances. Damn. 10 of Pentacles. But the 5 of Wands. Somebody could be extremely... No, you're not taking my ring. Extremely competitive with you too. And wants to fuck with your finances. But you still end up with the 4. When it comes to Wands with stability, off. But the 10 of Pentacles. So... Again, like I said, you've had this, and then you have the 7 of Cups, which was the same kind of thing over here. So it's like, here we go. This is in your contract. This is written in your Akashic records. This is something you already agreed to, whether it feels weird or not. Like, the shit's just getting wrapped up, and I think you guys are going to fall in love. But I think there's a break in between the meet and greet, and then a break, and then a meet and greet. So it's like 2 meet and greets. Or you guys are together still talking through all of this. And Spirit saying, you can trust this person, open up. Instead of like being like, yeah, fuck that, because something's bothering you, just tell this person this is what's bothering me. And if this person says, well, I really can't give you all right now and this and that, like maybe they'll compromise with you, and if they don't compromise, then fuck it. But if you ask me, somebody would compromise here. You guys have a connection that you haven't even explored yet. I think you both feel this, but it's still up in the air, whatever this is. So it's just probably a little break of like communication. It could be a little frustrating. Or I wouldn't say games, but there could be a little bit of game playing here too. Somebody definitely wants in, but they can't get in anymore. That's got to be probably I just heard a few of your exes. So you're going to be solid with the 10 of Pence here. It's just who plays part of it? Who plays part of your security? And I think it's this person that you're about to meet in the next 3 weeks, or you already have. Because this is like all this current energy that we've been seeing is like the same for the 1st through the 15th in a way. It's different, but this has more of an oomph and a story, different type of story behind it. But it wants you to make an effort here. And whatever this is, this has to get done. If this doesn't get done, I don't know, because it looks like it's going to get done. And I think you have a time limit, but it will be best to do it now in between the 22nd if you already know you want to launch something or do this. And it doesn't even have to be launching. It could simply just be going back to research, studying, and getting the ball rolling again. What's this? Chariot. I want you to stay. The Lovers. And the Lovers is right here too. So now you got the Lovers 3 fucking times. Lovers, lovers, lovers. But look how beautiful. It's the Chariot. So you guys are meeting up. So you are going back to this. So whatever's going on here, try not to stress. It might take a month or 2 to get situated, guys, but it's already started. Okay. And then it's telling me you do have somebody there. Please be honest. If you think somebody else is being like dishonest with a certain situation, then, the story changes, but that's the karmic energy. But I don't even think you're thinking of that energy. Like this is just this energy. And what's going on here is just past triggers from past events that didn't benefit us. Okay. Exes always come back around when they see somebody doing better than they are. They don't like it. That's when jealousy kicks in too. And I think you could have somebody that's very competitive with you right now. And it's like, why are you competing with me? I don't even think you know that this person is competing with you because it's somebody on the outside. My example for me, it could just be a stalker, somebody that's constantly stalking. Like, do you remember fucking, I don't want to say her name out loud, but, remember that whole stalking situation I had? Made cards of me nude with different pictures with screenshot and zoom in. She put herself in the cards, and she was a lesbian. I swear, lesbians, it's like flies on shit. A lot of people think I'm a lesbian. It's like, how do I even give that fucking vibe? It's not like I'm gawking at girls. If I see a good-looking girl, it's like, whoo, good look. And I got a big mouth sometimes, too. And if I'm feeling it, I'm going to tell that chick, God damn. It's like being in the bathroom after you, drinking in a club or a bar, It's like, God damn, girlfriend. And they just kind of giggle. I'm that person. I'll put a crown on you. You don't need one, clearly. But you deserve a crown, So, I don't know if there's a gender thing going on here. If it has to do with children, if it has to do with you as an adult, there is a gender thing here. And so there is children here somewhere. And I did bring up the child movie. And now I remember putting it on. I didn't put it on intentionally. I think I hit the controller as I was cleaning or doing plants. So I was downstairs watching it at the same time. And I think the last 10 minutes, I finally sat down. And I just finished the video because it was cute. And it did have a good ending. And I tell you guys all the time, birds don't belong in cages. We don't belong in cages as humans. So why do we cage the animals that were given to us for unconditional love? It's pretty shitty of us, if you ask me. I know some of you probably have cages, but even my turtles, they're out and about. They don't get locked in. At night, they get put in. Depending on the season, they can walk around if they want to be nocturnal. They're not, but if they wanted to be, they were a long time ago. Homeland before they became domesticated, But everything roams freely in my vicinity, that's for damn sure. And Loki can be a handful, even with my dad. If somebody puts the gate up, they're like, that's my fucking dog. Why? Because he is a little like that, but everybody is a little afraid of him. My sister calls him Cujo, He was a rescue dog. He was abused. He's very protective of my mother, my father. He actually growled at my father the other day when he was bringing her food. There was a good one too, and it's like, what? Because he can sense my mother's sick again. So he's extremely protective of my mother, won't leave her side. So there's something with animals here and something with children, because I'm talking about my mother and I'm her child, right? So do your best here, but there is something with fluid, transfluid, I don't know what you call it, fluid, fluid gender, fluid neutral, fluid. What do you call the category of gender? Is it gender fluid? Yeah, gender fluid. And a gender identity that can change over time. Yeah. So anywho, gender fluid. Support your kids if that's the case. Support other people if they're your friends. I did say over here too in one of the reads, I did say there's possibility if somebody was gay, but maybe it wasn't this reading. It could have been another reading. But that seemed like that was going to work out too. So no big deal. It's just telling me and giving you heads up, like, hey, if you're gay, like, or fluid gender fluid, fluid. Yeah. So I'm not fluid with any of it. You got a penis and you got a vagina. Pick one. You're born with one. You shouldn't have to pick one, but this generation lets us pick one, because they want to fuck up our children. But if your child really feels the need to do this, I hope you support this person 100%, because it's just the generation. There's no point in trying to change it. It's the generation. And with the emperor here, you could have an emperor being like, oh, hell no. I'm not letting my child go in that direction, very conditioned. And then treats the child differently. So I really hope that's not happening, because it's going to happen whether you like it or not. And I just hope you support your children. Not just financially, emotionally, because there's definitely a trans fluid or something going on here. I actually last person I dated, his daughter. He was really hurt, really got to him, but it's the conditioning. It's not the condition, it's the conditioning. So I really hope that there's people being supported, especially if somebody's coming out. Like, you can have a friend, you never knew they were gay, and all of a sudden, like, I gotta tell you something. And maybe you never felt gay, and then all of a sudden you feel gay. It's just the energy. It's just watch and see what happens globally. It's something like that. So let's get your best advice for this new love, which I think it's just somebody you have feelings for, and someone you have feelings for, and it's just kind of like getting together, and it will be intimate. You guys might be meshing work and love. I said that over here too. I think eventually, I think you guys are going to work together. Do I think it's a cautionary vibe here with the new love with work? Because maybe it's like really fresh, but you guys have really good ideas. It might be like, whoa, do I go into business with somebody I barely know, and it's somebody I'm starting to fall for, yada, yada, yada. Might be a really good opportunity. But I will tell you, if somebody from your past comes back and it ended in silence or ended not good, let it go. Even if you're in a relationship now and it's a memory, let it go. Say it's your husband, someone hits up your husband, and, oh, that's my friend from high school, we're just saying hi. Let it go. Let the person say hi or whatever, let it go. It only becomes an issue if it's made an issue. Grounding. You're being asked to ground yourself. You have been spending too much time in your head, and it's time to pay attention to your body and to the earth. Go outside and plant your feet on the ground and enjoy a centering feeling that this will bring. So, like I said, it's just This is about security, but it's also about how you proceed leading forward from this reading. Mindset. And let me do this reconciliation. Protect. You're being asked to protect yourself and your energy. It's okay to want to give to others because you do so effortlessly. It's important, though, that you set healthy boundaries for your energy by doing so. Now is the time to get some protection into place. So you could have exes hitting you up. I think you're going to end up with somebody there. And then here comes, I'm hearing Geronimo. Here comes, that pivot. Sometimes in life, when you think you're falling into place, but you're trying so hard, starting over. Sometimes when things are falling into place after trying and trying, it's time to ask yourself if pivoting in some new way would be a good idea so your life can flow more easily and effortlessly. How would you pivot just a little bit, right? So it has to talk, it absolutely has to do with that too. How can you see something differently so there's no interruptions, there's no arguments, there's no need for this? Like, you can change this moving forward if you wanted to. You definitely have the ability. But I will tell you currently, there's people around you that are just going down, and like their fall is your grace, It's that type of energy. But karmically too, like, you're getting your good energy coming into you as well. You could be collaborating with somebody over here. It might be a really good idea, guys. But again, I don't know. Future love, finding new love. That card came out, one more. So this is really talking about love. So I don't know if you're going to push yourself away. So just try to hang in there with everything you got going on. Lighten up. You're being asked to remember that life always doesn't have to be so serious. Yes, there's hard things happening. No, it's not always here to be here on earth, but you can always find time to laugh, be silly, and have fun. It's important you do so. So this is, you got to find a balance here between work life and love life, because both of them are about to speed up. And do be careful. Don't worry about the haters, but do be careful with an ex that thinks that they can just walk back into your life. What they don't know is you're just going to end up blocking them. They're going to unblock you. You might not even know they fucking blocked you, or you're very clear. And if that's the case, don't take the bait, chica. Don't take the bait, because there's something new here. This person here did not change their ways. They are still the same person. Even if they're healing and they feel better, they're still the same person. There's something important that it was supposed to be learned and it wasn't, because there's conditioning here. Like, this person will take it to the grave. Like, it's just, it's karmic shit like that. Say you have all girls and it's like, oh, I always wanted a boy. Well, maybe that boy ends up being a girl and that girl ends up being a boy. Like, you know what I mean? Like, everything is karmic, especially if, like, your whole life you're saying, like, I hope it's a boy, I hope it's a boy, I hope it, and it ends up being all girls. Like, I have 3 girls. I wasn't in that situation, but I was hoping for a boy. But if it was a girl, that was fine. I had already had 3 of them, So I do think there's some type of collaboration here, and there's competition and jealousy around you. So heads up there, you do have to be careful there. You got to know when to block, how to pivot, But this is a good opportunity as well. Maybe you're attracted to the person. Maybe, it's a friend, somebody you just meet, and within 3 months you're like, oh, maybe we can collab on this. Like, you guys have really good ideas together. Like, so if the Galactic Federation is allowing this to already happen, or about to happen with this energy, you might just find your soulmate. But you have to put yourself out there. Facebook dating, I'm telling you, like, it's like Spirit's been marketing that off and on for it was a solid month, a few months back. And now it's back again. I think it was like December energy. Nobody knows you're on it. Nobody can see that you're on it except people you're dating. You might run into friends. You will see if you put the location on. Not the location, something else. You will see if they're friends with other people. And people hang out with it. I can be judgmental when I swipe, because if I know that they know them, then I know, how they party, and I could probably party like that. But I also know, like, life like that is stagnant. They just stay in certain cliques, and me, I know the person, so it's like I already know, so I get out of it as quick as I can. Somebody did hit me up. Oh, another Danny. I married a Danny. My Danny died, and then it was another Danny, and I was like, this person's got a fucking nerve to hit me up. Not that I'm mad at him at all. I think he's great, but I just know his history, and he knows my history, so it's kind of like betrayal a little bit, but hey, everybody's free. It is what it is. There's growth. But I'm just saying, like, oh, again, 3. So I don't know. But I do feel like there is new love, or you're falling in love all over again with your spouse. But you also have to make that happen. You also have to put action behind it. You can't just like stay closed mouth and just continue to do routine. Nothing's going to work. This is like, hey, you want to take a vacation, or just like you guys end up on the couch watching a movie, or you have some type of celebration, or, you start to plan some type of celebration. There could be an anniversary coming up, or it's just, let's just invite our friends and have a big cookout or a get together, and then RSVP for like end of March or like April. Hey, because this is going to like the end of March or April. But I will tell you, by the end of April, something will be done completely. An energy will no longer be in your life. Will no longer. But the bother you things, spirit will take over there. Okay. Somebody already got caught up in certain situations, and you're a Pleiadian light worker. You're a lot more than a light worker. It's like me, a lot more than a light worker, and we do work for the Galactic Federation. They allow us to be here because we have certain gifts that we can use to benefit and work with to raise the vibration of Earth, to raise the frequency, to get past all the electronic fields that are placed there for us. So this is a beautiful reading, guys. Congratulations. Like, going into summer, you're going to be really happy. Like, you're going to get your groove back if you don't have it. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you're going to be very pleased on how especially your summer plays out here, because spring, all this, the end of winter going into spring, is beautiful energy, and it's almost timed perfectly according to seasons if you think about it. But don't get wrapped up in seasons change and we're going in circles. Don't get wrapped up in that shit. This whole failure, forgiveness, I don't think is huge. It's just somebody's tactic. All right. So if you are available to date, and put yourself out there, that's what this read is. You have to work with it. You can't just hope it's your read and not work with the energy. Oh, maybe I'll bump into somebody. Yeah, maybe. But maybe you're meant to go on Facebook dating too. You definitely got to put yourself out there. Like, I was on it, I think, only a couple times for like maybe 3 days, and then it just became overwhelming, and I stopped. I cut everybody off. I think it was like December 17th. I just done. And then I went back to it last week. I try not to talk to more than 2 people at a time because it becomes complicated. But if you ask me, you're going to boil it down to one. Or it's that one you start gabbing. It could even be a friendship. You get on Facebook dating. It's just like, pen pals, guys. Like you're not looking for attraction. You're looking at somebody's description box and they're telling you, this is my life. This is what I do. It's an excitement. I travel, or, people that are lonely, and again, then you have to set certain boundaries as well in situations like that too, because you can't let it become obsessive, but you have such intense energy here. Like, I'm surprised like the devil didn't come out, but I'll tell you, the devil is here when it comes to love making, or what, like what you do in bed, for sure. The two of you might even have a kundalini. And I actually mentioned that, I think last week. So here it comes, Great read. Fantastic 333. You got to look at it. And guys, I even my, all the Dannies, 3 of them. I mentioned 3 in a row, So again, and you know what? I saw 333 the other day, and I think that's why I was like, oh, I should do a 333. Because I don't usually catch 333. I catch other numbers, odd numbers, evens, sequences. Pay attention to license plates. They might be giving you messages. So I think whatever this is, you guys haven't even figured out like who you are. You guys are going to be fine. I love you. We'll see you shortly. Bye, guys. Have a great 333. Love you. Bye.